Phillies opening day was yesterday, right?
It's the greatest day of the year, besides St. Patrick's Day. I mean, of course.
Wait, and then you also said the NCAA bracket thing was the best day of the year. How many best days of the year do you have?
So in my life,
the Eagles winning the Super Bowl.
There's probably about 20 in my life.
Okay, 20.
It's always good. It's always good to have options. You know what I mean? You got to have optionality. But yeah, the Phils did win yesterday, 7-3. And you ever been to opening day?
No, I've been to a Phillies game before, never on opening day.
Oh God, so I've been to opening.
Did you
day
wait?
games.
Did you go?
No, I didn't get to go. It was away.
Oh, okay.
So it was in Washington.
Oh, okay.
They were away. So I've been to opening day before, though, with my kids, and a great opening day story. I'm at Widener. I'm a freshman at Widener, and me and this, not my roommate, he was a guy I knew there. We go down for opening day, and we have a bottle of vodka, and we have a gallon of peach iced tea from Wawa. So we dump, half the iced tea out, just put the vodka in, and we get loaded. Kurt Schilling is pitching for opening day. That's what it was, 2000 was the year. So we go in, and there's nobody in the stadium because they sucked in 2000. So we go down to the box seats. I don't know if you remember the Vet for baseball, but they had like those box seats down on the field.
Yeah.
So we go down, and dude, I'm yelling crazy stuff because the catcher stunk. I'm loaded. I'm 18 years old. And I'm like, oh, you might as well just put a piece of plywood back there instead of the catcher, right? And people who are around are laughing. Well, the usher comes down and is like, hey, can I see your tickets? You guys are being kind of rowdy. And we're like, we don't have tickets. And the guy says, the usher basically says, all right, well, you guys got to go. I got to kick you out. The guy sitting behind us, him and his wife, say to the usher, hey, listen, they don't have to go anywhere. These are actually my seats here. Here are the 2 tickets. She's like, they're not bothering anybody. They're just having a good time. They were probably in like their mid-60s.
But he had tickets for multiple empty seats?
He owned the box. He must have been some guy who was loaded.
How did you get in without tickets? I understand going into a different seat.
We had seats. We had seats to get into the stadium.
You didn't have those seats.
Correct. Right. We had like $7, $8 seats or whatever, general admission seats.
I thought you were saying you didn't have any seats at all. Like you climbed the fence or something.
No, this was a time when the Phillies were so bad, dude. You could just go down and get tickets, even on opening day.
Yeah.
But now opening day at the Phillies game is such a spectacle. It's such a big thing because they're so good. It's like an event. And I love baseball more than most things. And every year on opening day, I get so excited. Like yesterday, I was just sitting there. I was saying to my buddy at work, I was like, all right, 3 hours. All right, 3 hours. Come on.
2 hours.
Come on, 2 hours. And for me, it just brings me back to, being a kid because I played so much baseball growing up. And I just love the game. I love everything about it. I love everything that it represents. I think it's the hardest thing there is to do sport-wise. I truly do. I think it's the hardest thing there is out there.
I understand the first game is the first game and there's significance there. But why would a sports team celebrate opening day if it wasn't home? So aren't we going to have a celebration for the first home game as well?
We will. Yeah.
No?
So obviously there's got to be half the teams have to start on the road, right? For MLB opening day, because you have to have a home and an away team. So this was the Nationals opening day. But it's still MLB opening day. You know what I'm saying? And then
when the Phillies opening day is their Monday. First home game. I got you.
Yeah, so they'll have their home opener will be on Monday.
Are we good this year?
Oh, yeah, they'll be good. Yeah, they're going to be good for a long time. They have a great owner. They have a great farm system now. Do you know what a farm system is?
No.
So a farm system is your minor leagues.
I play Farmville. I've dabbled in Farmville on my phone, but I'm guessing it's different.
No worries. So it's farm system in baseball, right? So baseball is a lot different than all the other sports. When you get drafted in basketball, football, right out of college, you go right to the NBA. You go right to the NFL, right? When you get drafted in baseball, you go to single A or A advanced, okay, which is minor league baseball. All right. All of the money you make is in your signing bonus. Well, you have guys who maybe get a $25,000 signing bonus. And then when they go to the minor leagues, they're making $2,300 a month before taxes. Yeah, these guys don't make any money when they're in the minors. I think the max is maybe $4,000 a month, $4,500 a month now if you're in AAA, depending on service time. I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry. There's single A, A advanced, double A, AAA. There's 4 levels of minor league baseball. Most prospects who get drafted play at all 4 levels. So you have to play 4 levels of pro baseball before you even get to the majors.
How long at each level do you last?
That depends on how good of a prospect you are. Some are there for 2 years. Some people play 3 levels over a season. Depending on how good you are.
If you're really strong, I got you. Okay.
Correct. I mean, you have guys who never make it out of the minors. There's tons of guys who never make it out of the minors.
So I think we were talking about this, or I don't know if I saw a clip somewhere else. It might have been a Gary Vee clip. Somebody was saying in the 50s, they actually had to have real jobs because they paid so little. Baseball paid so little back then that you couldn't support your family. Do a lot of the people in the A leagues have other jobs on the side?
Great question. So usually when you're in the A leagues, right, you're younger. All right. So if you're drafted out of high school, which is very common for baseball, they do draft a lot of high school eligible players and college. You can, in junior college, you're eligible at any level, freshman, sophomore, whatever. In college baseball, if you go to a 4-year university, you're not eligible to be drafted until after your junior year. You're eligible to be drafted after your senior year of high school.
Okay.
Right? So a lot of those kids, what they do is they just come home and they work winters like doing clinics, right? They'll work at baseball academies, and that's how they'll supplement their income.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Some of them will go down to like the Dominican Winter League, play in the Dominican. They'll go to the Mexican Winter League, and they'll get paid by those teams to play.
No conflict of interest, or that's not against your contract to play in multiple leagues and stuff like that?
No, because it's the off season, right? And it benefits you, especially if you're trying to get to the majors, because all you're doing is getting more at bats.
Not if you get hurt. It doesn't benefit you, though.
No, but you can get hurt playing in the minor league for the system that you're in as well. They call it your system. So if you're playing for the Reading Phillies, okay, they're Double-A. You're still in the Phillies organization. You don't play for the Phillies, but you're in the Phillies organization.
So that's the farm: A advanced, double, and triple A.
Correct.
And the major leagues is part of the farm as well.
Nope, the major leagues is the major leagues. Triple A is the last part of the farm.
Does everybody have a 4-tier farm? Every baseball team?
Everybody, yes. It used to be larger. They used to have short season baseball and rookie ball and the Dominican Summer League, and now they've kind of streamlined it a little bit and got rid of some teams.
And it's like boxing. You stay within your weight class. So like the Phillies double will never play a New York triple?
Correct. That's a good question. Yeah, the Double-A is the league. It's called the Eastern League. Is what the Reading Phillies are in, for example. You got the ever hear the Blue Rocks in Wilmington?
Yeah, me and Rocco went to a game. Yeah,
there you go. So they're in the Carolina League. That's A advanced.
A advanced. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the second level of minor league baseball.
I forget we got I think you got tickets from school. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just opening day. I'm really excited for the Phillies this year. Yeah, I think they
and
have
we're
a real
doing
shot to win the
good.
World
Yeah,
Series.
that's awesome. Could you imagine if we won the World Series and the Super Bowl next year, or this year, next year?
We can only pray. We can only pray. Padre,
Fiel, Espíritu Santo, Amen.
There you go. If you believe in that sort of thing.